So just done all of the grinding. Just have a bit of a recap of where. Ooh, change some of the controls around as well. Quick recap as to where Estelle and Joshua are now. So I ended up going a little bit further. I said level 6, ended up pushing it to level 7 for both of them. Got both of them the upgraded armor, upgraded boots, and upgraded weapons. So both doing a bit better now. It's only a tiny difference in their experience points now as well, so negligible amount. Did a fair bit of upgrading on their orbments. So Estelle still has a 1 HP one, giving her that access to tear and aqua bleed as well as the 5% health. I also got her an evade gem or orb quartz, an evade quartz, which gives her access to airstrike and 1 agility, and then an attack quartz, which gives her 5% strength, minus 5% on the defense, which we'll see how that goes, but that also gives her access to firebolt. So it gives her a bit more elemental diversity for some of the monsters in the area. And then Joshua still has his action one, but I unlocked another slot for him and gave him an attack slot as well. So then he has access to time and fire for attacks. So, not that again. And then we're just in the same area where we left off. I spent about an hour doing the grinding with, like, as you can see, really sped up gameplay. See, so this is how I did it for an hour. As you can see here, after this we get very little in the way of XP, so you can see quite how hard it was to grind this, but it was useful for being able to get all the sepith to change into quartz and level up the orbments and buy all the items, because we had to obviously transfer or convert the sepith into the mirror because the monsters don't drop it, and stocked up on a couple extra items as well. So we got some tear balms, some reviving balms, and made a lot of maple cookies because it was cheaper to make them. So onwards to look for loot, if I remember correctly. Not that one. Where's our racer notebook? There we go. So yeah, we're on the way to Esmelas Tower to look for Luke and Pat at the minute. These monsters here are why I've put the fire bolts on, because they take a lot of fire damage. But it's the first time going through this path here, so I don't know what's up here, how much further things are. So we've got Esmelas Tower to the left and Malga Mine to the right. Does he say anything? Can we explore this way? Ooh, quite a strong bug. Definitely getting hit here. Oh, or not. Still managed to do enough damage. That's what I meant. But look, it's 1 XP, so very little in the way of sepith. Just have a venture, see if there's any items down here. Oh, that's not good. Surprise attack. Let's use a firebolt on this. Oh, I'm gonna have to heal up Joshua after this fight. Eat a cookie. Estelle can do the finishing bit.
We're good to go.
That's alright. Okay, so nothing else there than this, the entrance to the mine. Sorry, try not to speed up. Got so used to doing it for that hour. So we need to head off this way. See what we can find on the way. Don't turn around. Get that extra bit of attack in for us. All of these fights at this point are very easy, very basic. But I don't know what it's going to be like going into the tower. As you saw with the ladybird things, when they hit us, they still did a chunk of damage. So, not fun. It looks like we've come all the way to the Esmelas tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail, so do you think they've wandered inside? It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in, it looks like we'll need to hurry. Right. Well, anything on the outside? Because it automatically moves us past, so... doesn't seem to be anything out here. Let's head into Esmelas tower. Esmelas. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place. Okay, so they're quite close then. Did you hear that? They really did come in here. Estelle, are you alright? Luke! Pat! If you can hear me, answer me now. Those little brats. Are they pretending they can't hear me? They might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. What are we going to do? Just somebody help. There we go. Let's go in simultaneously. Otherwise, I feel like it might put us into a one-on-one fight. We don't want that. Or one-on-one, but 1-on-5. You monsters go somewhere else. No, shoo, leave us alone. Chew on this. Estelle, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too. Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. We'll take care of them. Protect all NPCs. For an NPC's health. Oh, okay. So we've got like protection fights as well. Are these just the same as the same amount of health as the ones outside? So. See if we get extra second. Go for the kill on that one. Why are the NPCs moving? I'm expecting more of like a boss fight in this area, as opposed to just 3 more of these flying felines.
Alright, we rule.
It looks like that's that. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe too. By the way, that was great timing the way you blitzed those monsters, Estelle. You really think so? Is it safe now? Oh man, that was awesome. You really showed them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Ow, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Ow, you're hurting me. Stop it. I said stop it, you violent she-devil. So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it is time to give you some of my special discipline. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry. Everything was all my fault. Estelle? Shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school? This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estelle, behind you. It's something with teeth, isn't it? It's like a giant floaty fish. Nice monster. I'm not gonna make it in time. Huh? Dad, you came. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unforeseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? What are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Aina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching her back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So, how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Ha ha ha, of course I was. I'm her father. Alright everyone, let's file out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad's saved by behind, but why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. Haha, that's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. And it seems like you've had quite a day. Dad is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Relent, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Receive payment for child rescue. Payment in mirror. 1,000. And we gained 1 point. You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I'd appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on for a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches? As I'm sure you already know by now, Libel isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zamorian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets his letter, I would greatly appreciate it. No new jobs. Anything new in here? I doubt it, but... Nope. Right, let's head back home. Hey, Joshua. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Right, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with a staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure. Why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left is to take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laugh like a big ditz. It's far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're going to see my angry expression if you keep that up. Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time. Thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got the copy of the LaBelle news you wanted. There was his letter for you at the guild too. A letter, huh? Well, I'm gonna get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad, thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I see, you're being rather gracious today. Mother is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I guess she's not as depressed as I had thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much, I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work, and overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh no, are eggs supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No wait, cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more. That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. How do you make eggs explode? I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the dinner table. Alright then, let's see what this letter is about, shall we? A message from the Erebonian Empire? What? Some serious news. Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Be sure to savour every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. This is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy, but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pinch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected came up this time. I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving? When? Tomorrow morning. Wait, I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it will take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Relent branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish, and I'll ask Sarazard to handle the difficult ones. So, what do you say? Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Aina know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for the Grand Cell or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Grand Cell. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I better set my alarm clock just in case. Dad. Are you still awake, Joshua? You better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Sarah, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire. That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with that staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life, and Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it sure does seem that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't consider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologise. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Sherazade, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be so humble, Silver Streak, and I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. And just leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? It looks like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Grand Sail-bound airline Linde will be departing shortly. All passengers please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here whilst you're gone. I'm not sure everywhere you'll be going. I'm probably meant to be translated as I'm not sure of everywhere you'll be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice. Hey now, this trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it though. Alright you two, be good while I'm gone. He's gone again. Yeah. Come on you two, there's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior braces. Alright, if you insist, I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Aina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go. Well, a lot's just happened. Dad's gone off on a journey. We've got a load of new jobs to do. Let's just check this up before we head to downtown Roland. Any hidden items? Doesn't seem to be. Oh well, right. Let's head on to the guild. Oh, good morning, it's Dylan Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. A total of 3 jobs I've lined up for you. The first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. Farm west of here? Isn't that where TLoH lives? TLoH? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. TLoH Purzel. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Purzel farm owner's daughter. Oh really? It's actually the Purzel farm that put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody's been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know TLoH's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary, but we'll take it just in case. So, also have find a shiny rock. I'd like to want to find my shiny rock. Please speak to me directly. By Charles. I think I might have dropped it behind the Molder's Orbal factory. And then Bracer Guild is one. A ferocious monster known as a pine plant has been spotted roving the Milch Main Road. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. So are they all in our yes, they are all in the main. But didn't mean to go this way. I mean, I don't know who Charles is. Oh, first person I talked to. This is really weird. Where could it have gone? Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around here somewhere, did you? Huh? A shiny rock? Yeah, that's right, one that sparkles. You didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? Are you saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Do you know where it might have dropped? My mum was calling me, so I ran over to the general goods store where she was. I know I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone. When you say general goods store, you mean Mr. Rinnon's store, right? Did you look in front of the store? Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You don't need to treat me like a kid, you know. My, aren't you a charmer? Well, I already asked the Bracer Guild to find it, so I'm sure it's up sooner or later. If you do happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. I'll probably be around. What's the matter? I wonder what it is. It's something shining down the sewer grate. You're right, it looks like something must have fallen through. The sewers? Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already. You know that smelly, monstrous place we were not in long ago? Oh right, those sewers. We went there during our practical training, right? I swear that was literally like yesterday. The entrance to the sewers should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in it down there, then how about we check it out a little later? Well, that's where the stone's gonna be, so let's head to the sewers. There's our stone. Just gotta take these out. I mean, I know they're like weaker to arts, but I just don't really think it's worth using. I mean, we heal up before we leave, can't we? Let's just go for the attacks. I mean, they're literally hitting zeros, so it's not really a problem. Good.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I see now. The thing we saw shining through the sewer grate was this. Seems like it's a quartz fragment, huh? No, I know why it's shining so much. The way it sparkles is just so beautiful. Made up of septium too, right? Loosely speaking, yes, but let's talk about it later. This isn't really the place to have a leisurely chat. I suppose you're right, no normal person would want to stay here any longer than they had to. Back out we go. We got what we needed for Charles. Quick rest up. That one was the Milch main road, wasn't it? Hey, is that rock? Could it be that this is the rock you've been looking for? Yep, this is the one, my shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? I really paid your money to the guild, therefore I think I have the right to complain. Hey, that's not the problem here. Calm down, Estelle, he's just a kid. I know that, but the quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yeah, that's the one. This rock is really quartz? You mean the same kind of quartz that's in an orbment? Yep, it's the same type of quartz made of sepith. It's chipped so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belonged to an orbment. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who? Me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. Here, take these. My mum gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but they're kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyway, I appreciate what you did for me today. Give us some meatballs. Seriously, what a cheeky little kid. I'm sure it's a difficult age for him, but I wonder why he was searching for that quartz. What do you mean? Now that you mention it, it does seem a little strange, but oh well, everyone has something they think is important. Truer words couldn't have been spoken. Perhaps that kid has an interest in orbments. I, for one, don't see what's so interesting about those overly complex gadgets. My brain goes numb just thinking about them, except for the fact that you'll have to get used to them sooner or later. You won't be able to fulfill your job as a bracer if you can't use one. Alright, I'll try and learn. What did he give us? Oh. Heals HP and gives a strength boost. Pretty cool. What's the bar got? So, well, also off camera, when I was in the crying in, I came in here to see if I could heal up and rest. I couldn't. I had to go back and forth in the sewer all the time, which took a bit of time. But I bought a flowery soda and had that just so I could learn its ingredients. Let's do the same with the French fries and the Carmine eye. When I next need healing, I can use those to learn to fill this in. Into the guild. Report this job. If you finish any other jobs, please come back before again. Cool. So is this just